Every K-8 classroom has one or two kids who finish the assignment before the teacher finishes explaining it. They sit at their desks, checked out. The standard reflex in most schools is to hand them something to fill the extra time. They get an early finisher folder, an extra identical worksheet, or a pass to help peers. Teachers often read this disengagement as a lack of maturity, but students who stop raising their hands have often learned that finishing early results in more of the same work, rather than anything interesting. You don't need a formal gifted program or a separate classroom to break this cycle. There are 3 structural, zero-cost fixes a single teacher can build into their next unit plan. Implementing these changes shifts early finishing from a dead end into an academic on-ramp. This flowchart maps the first fix, compacting. Give advanced learners a 15-minute pre-assessment on core skills. If they pass, they spend the instructional block on the next unit's material, skipping reteaching to move straight to new content. The most common failure point of compacting happens when a student passes the pretest, but is handed harder versions of the exact same skill. This volume acts as punishment disguised as enrichment. Kids figure this out fast and respond by slowing down on purpose to avoid the extra workload. To verify you are compacting correctly, ask the student if they can explain what makes their work different from the rest of the class. If their answer is that it's just harder versions of the same problems, the system has reverted to volume. Genuine compacting gives a capable kid weeks of their academic year back by replacing waiting time with forward momentum. The second fix addresses isolation. A 4th grader working 2 years ahead in math lacks a same grade peer, making advanced work feel lonely. This calendar shows how to coordinate a shared 30-minute block with one other teacher across grade lines, allowing an advanced younger student to interact with peers operating at their level. A common mistake is combining these students but leaving them in a corner to work entirely independently. To prevent this isolation, the teacher must proactively plan at least 10 minutes of direct instruction with this combined small group. Effective advanced work requires both peer connection and active teaching. The third fix builds depth into the foundation of the unit from day one. You write one synthesis-level question designed for those who master the core target early. The split screen shows the difference. While the standard assignment asks for a list, the synthesis question requires defending an argument across the entire unit. The strategy fails if the synthesis question is framed as bonus or extra credit. Capable students who have been conditioned to avoid extra volume will simply skip optional work. This must be the standard workflow for anyone finishing early. Instead of an optional choice, it is the expected next step once the assignment is complete. For an advanced student, depth functions as the grade-level target. Knowing these fixes is only the first step. Applying them as a one-time demonstration won't change the student's overall experience. Reversing this learned behavior requires predictability. Embed the pre-assessment, vertical group, and extension question into your planner. This changes what finished early means, so students trust a real on-ramp is waiting. Reliable challenges foster genuine engagement. You now have a restructured unit plan, compacted, scheduled, and deepened. Teachers who run these fixes for a full semester consistently report a shift in classroom dynamics. The students who previously seemed difficult or bored often become engaged participants who can explain concepts to their peers with new clarity. For a Christian school, this fulfills a core mission of active stewardship. Families notice when their child stops coming home with anything interesting to talk about. Scripture's framework for gifts focuses on tending and multiplying what was given, rather than waiting for the rest of the group to catch up. Providing this structure for a capable student meets the baseline requirement for stewarding the potential they were entrusted with.